Hi, my fellow queens and lovely ladies. So good you're here. So good that you came back. And for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I am the queen of this channel. So this is another Rapunzel video and this is the look I created today. It is called either, depending on which way you go, and if you keep watching you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is either the upward braided ribbon or the upward twisted ribbon. So if you want to know what all of this is about and how to achieve this look, then just keep on watching. Hi my loves, welcome back. So let's get right into the tutorial. So today I want to use the New York Brides from Wrapunzel, which is this one. I featured that before. And this one, which is a sari scarf in greens and blues. And one from my own collection, which is a very simple, very thin, like a sheer scarf, and I'm using that only because I want this color also in my wrap, because I'm wearing it as a skirt and I just want to pick up that color again. But you can skip that. I'm going to create this look with 3 scarves, but you can do the same thing just with 2 scarves. I'll explain it in a second. It's just that with 3 scarves I can do a upward braid, and with 2 scarves you will do a upward twist sort of thing. So that's just a variation, but I want to do it with 3. Okay, so first of all, I'm turning to my right in order to see myself in the mirror, and I will put this down as a base. If you do it with 2 scarves, I would suggest you would put the New York Brides down as a base. Okay, so let's start. I'm putting this one, actually I'm folding it first a little bit so it is not too wide. By the way, I'm wearing a Cloud 9 shaper, and as always my wraps always work with bigger shapers. So if you want to wear a Wendy or an Upward, then you can do that, of course. It works beautifully. Just so you know that the New York Brides will probably not be wide enough to cover the Upward. So just saying. Okay, so I'm putting this one down and I'm tying it in the back. So this is how it looks now. Nothing difficult, everything fine. Okay, next thing, I'm taking the New York Brides and I'm folding it about in half. It really depends a little bit on what kind of shaper you're using and which colors really you want to feature, but I'm going to, you know, about half or a little bit less. That's what I'm doing now. Let me just fold it. Okay, and then I'm putting it down right here with, with both ends hanging down equally. Okay, and I'm tying it in the back. Like that. Next, I'm taking the sari scarf and I'm not leaving it like opened up. I'm crunching it a little bit together. It doesn't need to be super neat or anything. And I'm placing it here at the back of my head, above those that are hanging down, like not underneath, but above. And then you have to sort of choose a side again, like last time. Okay, I'm going for this side. I sort of have a thing for doing stuff on that side. I don't know why, it's just a personal preference. So then I basically move the scarf a little bit towards this side because this is where I want to have the ribbon, and place it like this so I can see that when I have it here, both sides are hanging down. If you do it like that you place it here and check that both sides are hanging down equally. Once you go over here, one of them is going to be longer. Okay, so just play with it a little bit so you can see once you placed it here where the ribbon is going to be that it hangs down equally. So the next step is a tiny little bit more difficult. Now I'm going to hold this in place and I'm going to tug this end in here just a tiny little bit just to hold it in place. We're going to take that out later on again. I'm just tugging it in so it won't move, okay? Because now I'm taking this part down again. And now I'm going to take these 3 strands that basically belong to this side, and I'm going to start braiding upwards. And at this stage, if you're just using 2 scarves, then you just twist or even just lay them down flat, but that's of course then less interesting, okay? So now I'm going to braid upwards. Like this. Okay, oh, it's so beautiful. The color combination is really, really beautiful. Okay, so now you have to do the same thing from the other side. So now I'm taking out this one that I had tucked away and sort of replace it with this one. Maybe you could also take like a rubber band or something just to secure it so it doesn't unravel. Okay, and now I'm taking the other 3 strands carefully. If it unravels a little bit, it doesn't matter because right here is going to be the ribbon anyway. So, but I'm trying to be like really careful doing this. And I'm braiding upwards. Okay, so now we have those 2 ends here. Okay, like that. So now you choose the scarf that you want to create the ribbon with. And in my case, that is the sari scarf, okay? So, which is also, it is the one that you have placed here with the 2 ends hanging down equally. That has to be the one because the other ones will be not suitable because the ends are going to be off, okay? So now I'm taking just the sari scarf and I'm going to tie a knot right here and I'm sort of letting go of the other ones. So I'm gonna do this gently, carefully, letting go of the other ones. I'm sorry, it looks a little bit like a mess, but it'll come together, don't worry about it. Spoken too soon. 1 second, here we go. Okay. So I'm not going to edit this part out because it's okay that you see that it's not always like it doesn't happen at the first try all the time, okay? So, but you can see here it unravels a little bit, which is fine because we're going to tuck this away in a second. And this is the one we tied down and everything else is sort of hanging around here, okay? So that's how it's supposed to be. So now you can see that here we are sort of featuring the New York Brides as a pop of color right here. So now when we're tugging away all the other ones, we can play with what we want to feature. So first of all, I want to tug away this color because I have already a lot of that featured here. Okay, so I don't want to emphasize that more. So I'm just tugging it into the New York Brides that is below the braid, the one that we put down first, okay? As well as this one. I'm pulling that behind the braid and I'm just tugging it away here. Can one see this? Like that. Okay, it doesn't really matter so much. There is really only one place to tug stuff away, which is this part here behind the braid. So, and that's basically where we tug everything. Now we just have to decide what goes where. Okay, so now we have the leftover New York Brides here. And I'm going to put them down on top of that burnt orange one, because we can still add here a little bit of green as a pop of color, which is really nice. You can, by the way, do that same look, which also looks very, very nice, when you're putting down something that has a pattern as the bottom, and then a simple, like a unicolor ribbon on top. That also looks really, really nice. Okay, now it already looks much more cleaned up, which is pretty, and we could quite frankly leave it like this. I know I always say that in my tutorials, that at some stage I think, wow, we could leave it like this. And you can, you know, but I want to do that ribbon, which is really, really easy. We're basically just tying a ribbon and then we're done. So now you just have to grab those two strands, make sure it is tight and it doesn't move. And then you just tie a ribbon. And that's the easiest part of the whole thing. So there you can, of course, decide what kind and how big and whatever. I personally like to go big, so that's what I do. I just pull this out a little bit more in order to make it really, really big. And then I open up those sides a little bit to fluff them out. I love it. This is so cool. Now look at that. And look how beautiful it instantly looks, just because of those beautiful ends of the sari scarf. It is magnificent. What's the word? Magnificent. Well, English is not my mother tongue, I'm sorry. But look at this. I mean, is there anything else that needs to be said? So just reminding you, if you do the upwards braid, then this is how it looks, or something like that, because of course it depends on what textures you use and what colors and whatever. And if you do the twisted version with just two scarves, then you just twist up from here and twist up from here, choose the scarf that you want to be featured here and tie a knot, and then tuck away the other ends and you're done. So that's basically two versions of the same thing, and I really like it. So what do you think? So this is how it looks all around. And like I said, if you use bigger shapers, that is of course an option. Smaller shapers, I don't know, because the Cloud 9 is the smallest I have so far, but more shapers are on the way, and I will then do tutorials also with those ones. But right now this is the smallest I can give you. So now I completed my look with a nice big necklace, and I'm ready to go. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions or anything else, you can of course comment in the comment section down below. I'm always happy to hear from you. Give me your feedback, whatever you want to say. I'm here. If I don't answer you immediately, then please don't worry about it. I'll get to it. It's just that I'm working really, really hard on so many things. And in like 1 week, I'm starting my exams in my makeup academy for my first trimester. And that is very, very intense, with like photo shoots and everything, and several models and all of that. So I'm working on that, and I'm working on all kinds of other things. And my mom is still here, and I want to spend time with her. So I think in a week's time, everything is going to get back to normal a little bit more. So please have some patience with me. Of course, you will find the links to all of what I've been using in the description box. Also, if you're interested in this very, very subdued makeup, I will show everything I've used in the description box as well. So then I would just invite you to like this video and to subscribe to my channel, because why not? And other than that, I just wish that you have a very blessed day, that you will enjoy the wrapping, enjoy colors, enjoy being pretty and being out there and trying new stuff. And if you do pictures and post them, please, please tag me, because as always, I will want to see how it looks and you know what you're coming up with. Besides that, I have an affiliate code with Wrapunzel. You will find all the information in the description box as well. If you want to use that for your order, you get 5% off. Besides that, I just really love being here with you and doing this for you, so I hope you feel that. And what's left to say? Hugs and kisses. See you next time. Bye.